all those keywords, tags, and title formulas are actually the reason why you might be invisible and actually why your content isn't landing any clients. And we helped a brand new channel actually going from 0 to 30,000, almost 30,000 with just 4 videos. And guess what? We didn't use any SEO. We also helped a sales coach who was stuck on the SEO hamster wheel triple his revenue to 200,000 on YouTube alone. So today I'm gonna walk you through actually the truth about SEO, this thing no one is saying, and the only real 3 SEO hacks you can still use, and last but not least, what actually attracts high quality clients. Hey Krista, I see you in the chat, so cool to have you here. So let's talk about the big lie on YouTube. Everyone thinks SEO is this big thing. Everyone who might get also these emails every week, it's like, hey, your SEO score is super low, work with me, we're gonna make so many thousand views. But here's the truth. Actually, I have this video of YouTube. 2018 is this video where they already started saying things like, don't focus on tags, focus on title and thumbnail first and the actual content, and don't go for hacks. Always create content for the audience. So let me quickly show you this video. As I said, it's a very old video of the YouTube itself. Let me quickly see how it works. I hope I'm gonna hear the sound. Let me know in the chat if you're gonna hear the sound.
Question number 2, and this is something I have always wondered myself. Tags. Do they matter? What should we put in them? What are they for? Are they still used?
Yeah, so we do look at tags a little bit, but not as much as creators think we do.
Yes, okay.
So what matters the most to us is what matters the most to the audience. And what that is the thumbnail and the title. That's what the viewers are using to decide whether they're gonna start watching a video.
Yep.
And then those people go on to watch, and hopefully you gave them a good idea what they were getting into, so they watched the whole thing. So
yeah, you're right. I had no sound on. Ha! So, life happens. Thank you so much. So, SEO is such a small slice actually on search traffic. In fact, only 20% on YouTube. And so, the big slice actually is 70%, which is the home feed when you open YouTube, and on the side, the suggested. Or even if you check like your subscription, what do your subscription people do? So, yeah, and here is actually the source we got it from, that YouTube actually revealed in 2023 that, yeah, 70% comes, as I said, from the recommendation platform. That said though, yeah, so if you're just focusing on SEO, you're missing on the big 70%. Now I'm asking you, would you focus everything on these small 20%, or would you rather go for the big picture? One thing I obviously want to say as well is this is now the overall data from YouTube, okay? So that means there's also a lot of entertainment content there. So yes, if you're more educational, there might be a bigger spike in SEO, but still the overall data shows it, because at the end of the day, it's all human behavior. So we can't just we don't be like super different. It's still, for example, I'm checking out something when I'm super interested. Let's say like we're all like super interested in AI. And the next thing, like first I search and then I'm gonna see it now on my home feed. And now it's not anymore, okay, I still keep searching. Sometimes it just, YouTube feeds it perfectly to me because of their super smart algorithm machine. One thing I want to say as well though is Google SEO and YouTube SEO are not the same thing. So you can actually get Google SEO, like it still works obviously. I'm not an expert on Google SEO, but if you're still thinking about just YouTube, the last 10% can be like external traffic, which is coming from there. It can also be like shorts related feature, but yeah, it's like in total like 10% from many sources. Now we can also see this, as I said, we had this coach who kind of focused on SEO. So this is his data from this year. So it's like 9 months of his performance. He got in total 90,000 long form views, not shorts. I didn't put the shorts in there. So you can see he's getting around 10%. Oh no, sorry, that should be on the 14%. My bad. It should be on the 14% coming from YouTube search. That said though, he's having like 10% from his brand name, so that's like in total then 4%, which is actually coming then from the search or from YouTube. And here are the difference from 2024 to 2025. So he tried before going heavily with SEO, like he thought it's the thing. And as you can see, we went from 40,000 to 90,000, and this year is still not even full. So by the end of the year, we're probably going to be land somewhere at 120,000 views long form. And just because we made this shift going like from SEO, before he had like close to 8%. Now we're having like we're totally ignoring it, and we do not really care about this because we know the recommendation feed is what is going to happen, what is going to help with building the brand, with getting more people into the door, with getting more clients. And if you want similar results, we also have a school community. We are ranked in the top 10 YouTube communities already on school. So if you want to be there and even learn more, have more touch points with us, I'm happy to join. Link is in the description. And let's talk now about the few SEO hacks that actually work. And now this is nothing yet you might see from all these people with like tags and stuff. As we learn, tags is not an important thing. So he was Greg Wasserman. He was on our podcast when we had our first few podcasts. And you can see we don't have his name in the title because this is, for example, not really important. What we do have though is we set it in the first minute. So at second 16, you can see I said today we talked to Greg Wasserman about podcast monetization and etc. etc. So YouTube is reading your transcript like it's an open book. They scan your whole video, and they also have an AI that is also checking what's going on the picture. But you can see now, like what we say in the script is being here shown as well. And yes, we have it in the description as well, because that's what we always do with our guests. Also, it's like what we do is like we're having a 2-sentence max, or like kind of explaining what the video is about. So this is the thing. So if you want to rank for something that is important, like for the video, then yeah, try to say this. For example, we said SEO. We said this in the first minute as well. We said like, yeah, it's not about SEO. We didn't use any SEO as well. And we repeated a few times. So now YouTube hopefully is learning that this video is about SEO. So, and another one is too many people are actually not doing this, and YouTube can also see your chapters, as you can see, and everyone, it's like a small pet peeve of mine, but everyone is like, intro. Like, what does it even mean? Like, instead like saying like maybe already it's like how Jay is building online communities, or how Jay is making $500,000 on communities, you would see this already in the chapter. So there you can play a little bit with SEO. That's what we're going to try. So this is probably, if you're going to put the chapters later, you're probably going to see then the first chapter is going to be does SEO work on YouTube, for example. I haven't thought it through yet, but this would be my first idea that I would do. And then the last one is, so you usually see that YouTube is pushing your video. Let's call it like that, too easy. You usually have like a first push, which is like kind of, depending, it's like a week. Sometimes you have 2 weeks. In general, Neil Patel made a study showing that in average, videos have a 17-day shelf life on YouTube, the long form. Short form has only 1 day in comparison. But at this part, or even if you say even later, you could say, okay, here I reach like most of my audience. Then you could trickle in a little bit more SEO in the title. That is a trick I recently heard from VidIQ. It's like, yeah, that actually makes sense. We could try that. So after first you go like super emotionally, because we want to get on the recommendation feed. We want the people to click. And then if you see like, okay, after a week or so, try to do a little like, sprinkle a little bit of SEO. Still don't go too hard, because at the end of the day, people are going to search and they have all this option of like the first 5 videos, like, should I click, should I not? So if this video is speaking emotionally, like supercharged, like at you as like the audience, the viewer, then yeah, this can be a good idea. Now, another big thing is like, I wanted to talk about clients. So there is a small problem I have with these how-to videos, like if you're going like really how-to SEO thingy. And the problem is that, yeah, you can rank like pretty quickly if you're doing the right things, if you know how to do this, if you have a bigger channel as well, or if it's like a super underrated topic where there's not a lot of competition. You know, VidIQ is using TubeBuddy, they're using these competition scores. The problem though is, personal story is, when I try to learn how the whole thing works here, with the live, and as you can see, I still doing mistakes with them. But like how I got to use the whole thing and how to use it, I checked how to go live on YouTube, and then I found someone I actually know quite well. I was like, ah, cool, yeah, I'm familiar, I'm gonna check it out. So I watched in total 2 videos, and then that's it. So that's most of the times. If I'm looking for a quick hack, a quick fix, like let's say it's like even about like how to do something on Photoshop, how to do something for editing, or how to do this with AI. Yeah, I'm watching usually like one video which is like how to do this, and yeah, that's about it usually. And that's the big problem. And people are not really coming back then. Like there's just like not the connection, not the emotionally charged thing. It's just missing. And I actually did a whole video where I ranked all these videos, and that's why I said how to is more in the B tier. Like, yeah, you can rank up like views, but the problem is like, are these views actually translating to clients? And that's the most important thing for most of us as entrepreneurs, that we don't just want the views. Like, views can be nice if you're trying to grow in the brand, but at the end of the day, brand and views don't pay the bills, clients do. So that's why we had also the rank. And if you're curious what the other videos are, which are ranking actually S tier, yeah, we have the whole video where we talked about what is actually the top-notch video, which can actually have like, doesn't matter the views, like which are bringing in so many clients.